What's up everyone? So, as you can see, we're going to do a little trip. As you probably have seen from the title, we're going to freaking Sydney, Australia for 1 month, and I'm not going alone. I'm going with Casper, a very good friend of mine, and it's going to be based on well, nature and wildlife. I'm probably going to make at least 4 vlogs, 1 vlog per week, cute travel video. Okay guys, we're actually in Sydney right now after 26 hours of traveling. We're in our rental car. I'm driving on the right, which I have on the left of the road, on the right side of the car, which I have never done. We'll stay 2 days in Sydney.
Yeah, let's see if we survive.
Yeah, I think this is drive, right?
You think?
Maybe we should know where we should go before we take off.
Goodness, we're badly prepared.
Okay guys, our first pit stop. Of course, if you go to Sydney you have to see the Opera House, right? And the Harbour Bridge, or what was it called?
I don't know.
And Casper Deven with the skyline in the background. Now we're in the botanical garden next to the Opera House. Very beautiful. Okay guys, the first weird creature, sorry for the helicopter sound. Apparently in Sydney it's normal that there are parrots everywhere. There are some cockatoos. But there are like hundreds and hundreds of special bird species I've never seen before. Me, first time touching the Pacific Ocean. That's good. Okay, our first night is over. We're in our little Airbnb here. And on today's plan is Taronga Zoo. Breakfast, bread with choco. The first sign of a platypus here, because my friend here, it's his dream to see a platypus in his life, so I'll film that in a moment. In Belgium we have cows, in Australia we have cockatoos. My first echidna, right there.
These are the little ones.
So he's a beautiful, beautiful animal, and he's very...
Here he goes.
Living mammal. The fur is so thick it's flame retardant. So under normal fires, Australian bushfires in the soil, which is explosively flammable. So it burns hot.
Apparently there is no platypus in Sydney Zoo at the moment, so we'll have to find it in the wild in a few weeks. Okay guys, today day 3. We're going to the Blue Mountains, so we're leaving Sydney for the first time, and after that we're going a little bit north to Port Stephens. Bye Sydney, beautiful town, city.
In 400 meters, use the right 2 lanes to turn right on Berry Street.
Breakfast be like? We're going to the Red Hands Cave Aboriginal painting sighting, we will see. Let's enter the trail.
Baby bet, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple plaques, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, throw it back, ayy, and this one is for the champion, ain't lost since I began.
Okay, we have arrived at the caves. Would you look at that? Okay, after the Blue Mountains we drove north upwards to Port Stephens, about 3 hours. That's our car, by the way. We have set up our tent, it has stopped raining. And we're just washing our clothes and eating. Lovely weather. Hello you. Oh. Our first time at a real beach. It's a little windy! We'll let you know if we've seen anything, probably not though. Everywhere. Okay guys, little update. Oh, 2 parrots right there. We've spent our first night at this camping location at the Douala Sunset Retreat in Port Stephens. But as you have probably seen already, the weather is not that optimal. But yeah, we'll survive. Next week the weather is way better and the tent has survived. Oh, look at this parrot. Okay, they're very tame. Yeah. You're so cute, eh? You're so cute. So yeah, tomorrow we'll leave from this camping. We're suddenly surrounded by birds. I think the one bird has spread the message because I gave it some bread this morning. Okay, we're in a severe weather warning at the moment. It's raining pretty hard, but it's going to stop at any time, I hope. Casper is already in the tent. But I took a shower, but I'm just going to wait until it stops. Okay, it's day 5 now. We have good weather finally. And we have to pack up everything. We're going to have our last day here in Port Stephens, maybe a beach day if the weather
Allows it.
Yeah, indeed. And after that we're going to drive north. So we're walking on this beautiful beach. Right there is an island which we might be able to cross if the water is not, if the tides are not too high, with like a sand path. So we'll see. I already found a sponge on the beach. Well, the so-called Fingal spit or sand cross. Beware of sharks, lol.
Well, normally this spot is crossable, but the tides don't happen to be with us at this moment. So
Indeed.
we'll just have to look.
Look at this beautiful nature. Then, and when you turn around, you see this. This is a little harbor where we would have departed for whale watching, but that was cancelled because of bad weather. So we're going to do that in the next town 4 hours north, one of the coming days. So now we're leaving Port Stephens, going north to Coffs Harbour, but on the way, because now it's nice weather, we're going to stop at the national park. Here our little pit stop between Port Stephens and Coffs Harbour. I have no idea where we actually are, but alright, pretty nice. We found the path through the forest. Oh, and the path kind of stops. But we'll move on despite. Well. I think we have to look for another path. Day 6, Coffs Harbour. Weather is okay. We're going to do a whale watch cruise of 1.5 hours now. We've slept at the backpacker motel. It was pretty interesting. I'll show it tonight. But now let's go watch some whales. Alright, so the whale watching trip was definitely a success. We saw like dozens of jumps and it was pretty close. I wasn't able to film everything, of course, and it's not the same in real life, but that was definitely worth it. Tomorrow, the last day, hopefully, of this crappy weather. We're just visiting a little town while it's raining. Last day at this backpackers hostel. This morning we drove north to Byron Bay, where we are at the moment. We ate something and we're going to do a little beach day because the weather is getting better. Finally. And maybe some surfing. The situation at the moment. Swimming pants, Casper, of course not. Maybe the first swim. First swim alongside the great white sharks was awesome. Out here, rock climbing. Look at this beautiful, most eastern point of Australia's mainland. Wow. We're at the backpackers in Byron Bay. We're going to stay here for 2 nights probably. But look at our car. We're first going to arrange it a little bit. Because this is the situation at the moment. That's a little better. Getting some food in Byron Bay. Oh, hell yeah.
Why would you know it if you're not a German? Even German people are against
No, because I looked at
Yeah, we are.
he's flogging.
My name is Knox. Welcome to our documentary.
My name is Lorenzo.
Where are we?
We're in Byron Bay.
We are in Byron Bay. We are headed to the salt water.
Yes, that's what we do. Yeah.
And we're going to party a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Hopefully there is something going on.